Welcome to downtown Detroit and welcome inside Ford Field. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
60 Bison. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Rig, check smash, check smash. Rig alert, 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's got his man. It's the rookie out of Colorado. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Go.
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and it for the first time. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
68, Buffalo 18.
Daniels setting up the play action. He beams one, deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd down carry for Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields gets everything he has under this throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Can we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready, set go.
A run, it's Krosky Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Dragon 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, trap 50, trap 6, 18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. When the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Cougar 19.
3rd and short, Daniels trying for the deep ball. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Ready, Cup 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They're going to go. It's Daniels. He's trying another one deep. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Running with Achane out of the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, up, let's go. EQ.
Fields out of the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears pull out in front further, 13-zip. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Bears drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Daniels escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock. Sliding down with a gain of 3. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start.
Cowboy, 19, 18. Check, 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 check. Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 18, Pioneer.
From the 38. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick it up with Algier. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Bronco 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. Ready.
Daniels on 1st down. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Riggs, Riggs. Warriors 7.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They run. It's Krosky Merritt. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Ready. 19. Panther 60. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Hawk set. Ready.
They're going a little pop pass here, sweeping across. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Now the Lions calling the timeouts. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
West way, Zip. West way. Hey, Ken. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Bears looking to add to their advantage. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running back sent in motion.
331.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It's Kader Kohou up to make that play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Achane again on 2nd. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
You got a mini bases. Why not? Easy. Hey, remember Monday. Right.
Fields on 1st down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Trying to run it in, Achane. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Up. Use it, Diego. Go. Right.
He gets it again. And this time he mixed it in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get more points to end a lopsided first half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
19, 18, 40.
The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Ready, go. Trap 60. Check smash. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler.
Throwing on first down, Daniels escapes out to the left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Detroit calls timeout, it's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Another try following the sack. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get it up to the 44. With 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Cowboy 80. Hurt. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. Mustang 19. Ready.
31, Daniels. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 70 Timberwolf.
One final shot before the half. Buys time, rolling right. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He'll begin his return from the 11. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Here we go. Extend. 319.
Achane again. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
331.
Here's second and 7. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They'll stick with Achane. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle, instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's go. Here we go, son. 58 was 11, 11, 11. Hey, Ken. Delta. Right.
Fields on third. Forced out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. Jack Fox getting the call here to punt on fourth down. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12.
At their own 12-yard line.
Ready.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Buffalo 18. Ready. Check. Check the line. Crunch. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. On the move, headed right. This one's taken in by Hill. Going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Cat 60.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready. Viking 18.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Down the field, he's got Pierce. There it is, touchdown, Detroit! The Lions start the second half with some needed points.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. 1st down, ball at the 36. Achane on the inside give. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Bears with possession and a fairly comfortable lead to begin the 4th quarter. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's Achane up the middle. Past midfield to the 45. Finds a seam. Left side is off to the races. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Go street. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's to the sideline, and it's a catch by Watson. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Buffalo 18. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the 41. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Get it. Hey, Trent, 70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. Ready.
To throw, Daniels. It's caught left side by Hill. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Warriors 70. Ready.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
18 Cardinal. Riggs. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
To the air again, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third and just 2 to go.
Hawk 70, 19 tight, 19, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Daniels back to throw. Pass brought in by Watson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Trap 60, trap 60.
From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they boxed on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. It really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here's Achane. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Here's a handoff for Achane. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for 3rd down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. And you could tell, just look at them down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work, too.
Playing favorites with the fullback here.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Here we go. We're good.
On 4th down, Fields. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
First down,
Now Achane. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Bears moments away from a 2-0 start. First down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running with Achane out of the gun.
It didn't look like he ever really got a chance to fully get that play started, Kate. Just not enough time for him to work before they were all over him making that stop.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go. 3-19, that's not. Alpha, 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 alpha. You got what? Delta, delta. West, right, zip. Sit high.
Fields out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. A run now with Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
3-19, that's right. Easy, easy. Chip swing. 11, 11. Hey, 5. Hey, 10. Tonight.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have likely locked up the win right there. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
All right, Fields has his guys set. Looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Bears will line up.
He's throwing for it. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done. But into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back to huddle. Just say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
The Lions take over.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Gotta keep moving quick here.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 30-yard line.
Here he goes. One final shot. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. So the Bears take this one on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season.